Now the second Canadian pair, diminutive 13-year-old Marie-Jossee Fortin, who's all of 5 feet 10 inches, rather 3 feet 10 inches tall, and her 16-year-old partner, Jean-Michel Bombardier. They are from the province of Quebec. They stood in 7th place after their short program.
Very difficult lift, triple twist, well done. Now that was a very unfortunate fall. It can happen to the best, but I attribute the fall really to the weakness of the individual skating. Now there's an interesting situation. The male partner continued to do the program, which he should, as a well-trained racehorse could do, and it's up to her to catch up. You saw him do a double lutz singly. He did not wait for her. That was the right thing to do. Well done airplane lift or carry lift.
Jean-Michel is very, very diminutive himself. He's only 5 feet 5 inches tall. And at 16, of course, a male partner does not have anywhere near the strength that he will attain in
Well, this is the problem with the pairs competition in the junior world, and that is they try and do very, very difficult things in the way that the single skaters do, but they don't have the strength to carry it. And in many ways, the various elements are dangerous, as we have seen this evening. Interesting camel spin together. She laid over and turned into a back camel. These experiences of competing in the junior worlds are so important. This is really an advantage for a pair like this, because when they compete in the national championships this year in Ottawa, it will only go to better their performance. This is a dry run for the Canadian championships for them.
And then there are two good up-and-coming young pairs, and this pair is extremely young. That we do have two who can skate with some of the best juniors from the Soviet Union and the United States as a tribute to the program of the Canadian figure skating world. They do definitely have a program with a team concept now, and it's beginning to pay off for them.
That was a little bit better. Double flip side by side. One must never neglect the individual skating in a pair. If there is something to be said in the negative for this pair, I'd have to say that it would center itself around their individual skating. But they're young, and they have a future, and if they work together, they can become a very mature and excellent pair. I think it was really not a bad performance. Certainly there were weak areas. The lifts were a little bit shaky. The individual skating was certainly not up to par. But if this pair sticks together, the unison can only improve. And I thought that the girl in particular was a very gutsy girl. And regardless of the mishap where she crashed into the board, she kept on. And this is the fighting spirit. This is the kind of competitor that Canada and the world of skating really wants.
Et donc pour Marie-Jossee, Fortin et Jean-Michel Bombardier.
This was perhaps the highlight of the program. Double twist. Double flips together.
And now they sit waiting for their marks to see if they can retain their 7th place. There is the 14-year-old. There's sort of a contest within a contest. They're trying to stay ahead of Jody Barnes and Rob Williams. And probably will do it with those marks. Their first set down to 4-2, a couple of 4-2s from Soviet Union and from England. Now for artistic impression.
4.3, 4.5, 4.6.
A 4.6 there from judge number 3, who is the Chinese judge, Mr. Yang.
4.2, 4.4.
So the marks for Fortin and Bombardier. And we'll continue with